I went to the park the other day. A cold day with an ineffectual, distant sun. The park was in slumber, draped with pale, silken sheets, robed in the sparkling majesty of the long, quiet season. Steel and wooden giants huddled together in the chill winds. They seemed to lie in a kind of hibernation, curled in their dens, resting, awaiting the rescue of spring. But there were faint notions of activity there, strange, happy visions of the glory of summer, when carousel music plays into the night and shrill cries of joy ring from the sky. And there were other visions, gentle, happy memories of long ago. The magic of the park suspended time. Cold air froze the workings of the clock. Past and present fell into each other's realms, and I was transported to a simpler day and a quiet place not far from here. It is the middle of the last century on a hot summer's day as we cast our lines into the trout hatchery along the Cedar Creek. Civil discord broods darkly to the south, and before long, our great nation will be at war with itself. But in the peaceful groves of Solomon Dorney, tranquility rustles through the trees. Under his watchful eye, crowds stream in from as far away as Philadelphia, New York, in this early age of the horse and wagon. This land has been in the Dorney family since before the Colonial Revolution, since Daniel Dorney bought it from Mary Plumstead. The seeds of progress have been planted here and nurtured until, by the mid-1880s, the trout ponds have blossomed into something far more ambitious. Conservatories and flower gardens surround a boating lake and bathing pool. Bowling alleys stare across the valley at shaded picnic groves and a small zoo for children. There is even a mechanical wonder, a ride known as the Flying Coaches. It is the mechanical ride that hurls us into the 20th century. The nation is soon deep within the industrial age. Trolley cars whisk us breathlessly from town to country and back again. When distance is no longer an obstacle, the concept of leisure is born. Dorney Park finds a track being laid to its very door by the Allentown and Kutztown Traction Company, which seeks to reap the benefits of the park's steady flow of human traffic. Jacob Plar, a caterer from Philadelphia, installs the famous merry-go-round in 1901. A few years later, the roller coaster climbs above the treetops to gain national attention. As the echoes of the past fade slowly away, the Lehigh Valley grows and spreads around the garden spot on the Cedar Creek, and the modern era begins. park is more than just rides, more than just food and amusements. A park is an institution, and as such, it is responsible to the community around it by assisting events such as the annual March of Dimes Walkathon, and by offering free rides for the thousands of men and women who earn their pledges. A park is responsible to the future by exploring alternative sources of energy to keep the rides in operation. A windmill now stands on the hill above the Cedar Creek, stockpiling more power with each gust of wind. Above all else, a park is responsible to the people who come together there on a summer's day, to the people who work there, who operate the attractions. The park is silent now. The air is still and cold. The land glistens in the afternoon light. If I stand very quietly and turn my head just so, I can almost hear the faint strains of the carousel as it dances round and round a summer's night.